Let's get metal. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your favorite mask collector's favorite mask collector, AJ Good, here at the House of Masks, where we unbox and review cool stuff almost every single day, and I promise this will be the last video that you guys see with this backdrop. A few days back, I changed the setup. I went ahead and moved my table down to the opposite end of where it normally is, and I asked you guys what you thought, and it seems like just a little more people were interested in seeing the full wall in the background, and I kind of don't blame them. After rewatching a couple videos that I've shot since then, I think that I agree. The masks behind me are a little less recognizable, and it makes the collection seem a little less impressive when you're looking at a mega wall full of Slipknot masks that are easily identifiable versus being in front of some smaller merchandise and some pretty unrecognizable or uncommon Craig masks. It seems like a no-brainer, so I will be moving the setup back down to the other end, and we will have the wall as the background once again. Now, with that being said, today we have a very special unboxing. I would like for you guys to meet the new me. That's right, we are going to be looking at yet another death mask in my entry of death masks. We are going on over 2 years of rocking the death masks, and I am nowhere close to finished. I really love the death mask era, or the dark ages as we called it when we first debuted it. I love these masks and the memories that I'm able to make in them, and just how attached I'm able to get to them, and how much they change over the course of their lifetime. It's just really awesome to be able to look at all the love and time that I've spent in a mask, and then immediately be reminded of all the memories that I've made in that mask. Events that I've done, people that I've gotten to meet, different photos and videos that have been shot. I just love that. The stories that these masks are able to tell are amazing, and I really do love the way that they look. Now, at the moment, I am still rocking the latest Michelle Morgor piece. This is the Martini Morgor, heavily inspired by not only Michelle Morgor, but Ryan Martini of Mudvayne. And the TLDR on these masks is basically I am drawing inspiration and paying homage to all of my heroes and idols through these masks by essentially applying a variation of their war paint to my face. I figure I have the life that I have because of these idols and inspirations. The least I can do is give them a nod through what makes them so cool to me. That is obviously their aesthetic. So we've got the Ryan Martini one here. We've had a number of masks from the past that ended up being my main masks, being worn for up to a year at a time, and we are still working on this one. I'm not quite ready to retire this one yet. It just doesn't seem to have lived up to its full potential yet. The other ones really did start falling apart. They were getting cracks on their chins, cracks on the eyes. The nostrils were literally starting to like deteriorate. They would just chip and chip and chip, and the holes would become bigger and bigger. That's what she said. But this one is just now starting to show any signs of battle wounds. We've got a little chip on the paint right there, and this eye has just started to crack. So I think I'm going to rock this one for a little longer. You'll probably see this at PaleFest.
PaleFest 3D, November 8th and 9th at the Shoemaker Center in Chillicothe, Ohio. The world's leading mask, monster, and metal festival returns, back and bigger than ever. Meet various artists from around the world. Meet your favorite horror and metal celebrities. Watch the leading metal bands in the world. And buy all the spooky shit your little heart desires. PaleFest 3D, November 8th and 9th in Chillicothe, Ohio. Tickets available at palefest.net. Children under 12 free.
Maybe you'll see another one-off special mask for like a photo op or something. I do have the clear death mask that I used for that one shoot where I had face paint on underneath the mask. And I also have the Luana painted death mask that I haven't used for anything yet. But I do think that this one still has some life left in it. Typically, when I unbox a new piece, it's because the old one is getting retired, but I'm not quite ready to let this one go. My autism just won't allow it. Again, I think that there is still a little bit of life left in this one, and some changes that are still yet to be done to it. Naturally, obviously, very organic changes, which is what I love to see out of these masks. So yeah, there is the current mask, but right now it is time to unbox the new mask. And just because we are unboxing it doesn't mean that you will be seeing it used yet. It just feels like the right time to debut this thing. And then when it's time to wear it, we will make a big, real, different debut, the worn debut, if you will. So I am very excited to see this thing once again from Michelle Moror. This is a piece that we have been talking about for a while. Oh, it looks like she threw some extras in. So I guess we'll look at those first. It looks like we are going to have some Moror custom painted candy buckets. Ooh. Oh man, that's so sick. All right, I'm gonna show you guys the front, which I have not seen. How rad is that? Are those eyes? Dude, those look crazy in the camera screen. I mean, they look crazy right here in person, but I literally thought that they were like illuminated or something. I don't know why this won't focus, but there we go. When I turn this thing around, you're gonna be like, shit. Ooh, what are we talking about right now? Dude, that is the sickest shit. Michelle definitely has her own flow, her own flavor, her own style, and boy oh boy am I a fan, which is obviously why so many of my masks have been based off of Michelle paint jobs, her actual face paint jobs. That's kind of what kickstarted this whole look. I had 2 different Michelle Moror paint jobs that were almost identical, that were based directly off of the face paint that kind of made me know who she is, like it made us friends. Another TLDR, basically way back in like 2014, I stumbled across Michelle's Instagram page and she did these crazy makeups, and there was one in particular that stood out to me that I absolutely loved, so I decided to draw it for her and gift it to her at a convention that we were both attending, and we have been really, really good friends ever since, and we've done a ton of projects and work together, and I just love Michelle. So yeah, that whole face paint thing kind of kickstarted what you're seeing right now, which will eventually lead into what you're about to see, although this isn't so much a Michelle paint job. I mean, she did the paint job, but it's not based off of Michelle. I don't know. You guys will see what I mean. Looks like there is another mask in here. This is not going to be the death mask. This is going to be a custom Joey Jordison candy corn mask. Pretty freaking sick. Man, just so cool. Like, the concept. Who thinks Joey Jordison and candy corn? And then when you think about it, you're like, that shouldn't work. And then it does work. Michelle makes it work. I don't understand. She's got a crazy talent that I am very appreciative to have in my life. So it looks like we have got the main piece right here. I am so excited. I'm gonna set this stuff off to the side. My table's getting a little cluttered right now. Actually, I wanna make sure that there's nothing else in here that I'm missing. Does not appear so I can just get rid of the box. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Oh man, I'm nervous. I don't know if I want to open it. Well, here goes nothing. I will give you guys the first look at this piece, like I always do, and then we will talk a little bit about where it... Oh, I think it's upside down. Okay. Then we will talk a little bit about where the idea came from. Here we go. You guys get the first look. Let me know what you think. I am not looking at the camera screen, so hopefully the mask is showing up on camera. But here we have the Chapel Roan AJ Good Death Mask. Is it sick? I feel like it's going to be sick. I promise I didn't look. I'm going to turn it around now, look for myself, and see what our new face is going to look like. Here we go. Oh my god, it's so sick. It's so sick. It's way cooler than I imagined. I was stressing about this one for some reason. I don't know why I got so worked up about it, but I was like, man, I hope that it translates, because Chapel Roan isn't like metal, corpse paint, death metal shit. I didn't know how that was going to work, but I had a feeling, and I really wanted a Chapel Roan inspired piece, because Chapel Roan fucking rips, dude. You guys can pretend to not like her, but you're only lying to yourself. Chapel Roan fucks. I really do love her aesthetic, her makeups, and just, I mean, her whole, like, energy is fucking cool, but that's besides the point. This thing is fucking sick, and it worked so well. Oh my god, I am so stoked with this one. What the fuck? Alright, dude, so there are a few things to unpack here. First of all, I'm getting devil vibes from this, which I wasn't expecting and definitely wasn't what we are going for we were going for a very specific paint job where Chapel Roan has her face painted kind of like encapsulated in a heart shape. Obviously, that's what we got, but I'm seeing like the vintage cartoon devil wearing like the devil onesie vibes from this thing, which is fucking sick because there's multiple layers here. Chapel Roan, the devil, oh, it's so metal. And of course, we stayed with the traditional Michelle Moror corpse paint style that my masks have become synonymous with. Obviously, holding these two up together, you can see the clear evolution, the clear relation between these two. And I think that that is fucking sick because it'll be a flawless transition right on into this mask. But this mask does some stuff that we've never done with our masks before. And by that, I mean the red.
The red looks sick.
No red.
No red.
Sorry, Luana. She hates when I talk about that. Oh, it's so funny. Every face paint that I've done under my mask so far have been black or white or both. Never have I gotten to play around with red, and I was really excited to hold this thing up to my face and paint my forehead and my neck red, which is exactly what we are going to get to do with this thing, and I am so excited. And not only am I going to be playing with red on the face, but man, I am excited. This thing is fucking sick. I really just cannot express how cool this thing turned out, and I'm very, very happy that it did because I was really worried that the whole Chapel Roan thing would not translate with the style that we've been going for, and it would kind of stick out like a sore thumb, but this thing fits right in and might be my new favorite. I absolutely love it. I almost don't want to wear it because then I can't see it. It really is so sick. All those subtle shadows on all of the creases and crevices. Look at that. That's just fucking beautiful. Oh my god, I love it. Well, dude, what else needs to be said? I'm out of words to say about this thing. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and end the video the same way that we end all of the unboxings and reviews here on this channel, and that is with some nice up-close shots of this piece. And that will be the last time that you see it until I actually debut this, until I actually wear it, until you guys see the new getup, until the time is right. But before we go, I gotta give a huge, huge thank you to Michelle. She absolutely kills it and is almost single-handedly responsible for how cool I look these days. So Michelle, thank you very, very much. I love you to death. You're an absolute doll, a pleasure to work with, the sweetest person on earth, and I just cannot thank you enough for everything that you've done for the House of Masks for a decade now. How crazy is that? Now, obviously, I am going to be linking you guys to Michelle's pages down below in the description of this video, as well as the pinned comment, so that you can go check her out, show her some love, and let her know that the House of Masks sent you, so that maybe she will keep hooking us up with cool stuff in the future. And before we go, I've got to give one last thank you to you guys, the viewers, of course, for being here, for supporting the House of Masks, however it is you choose to do so. I very much appreciate you. Now, with all that being said, let's go ahead and shut this one down and roll these hero shots. Until next time, this has been AJ Good here at the House of Masks, telling you to say no to drugs and alcohol, and yes to the Pink Pony Club, and we will see you guys in the next